Hey, what up? This is Boots, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Joburg Today. I am your host, rAge. Considered an all-time legend in the global music industry, Leee John of the group Imagination will be performing at the DSTV Delicious Festival, and the man himself was in studio with us to talk more about his new album, Retropia.
Leee John, it's such a big pleasure. I don't know where to begin chatting to you because I'm a huge fan. It's so awesome to have you with us on Joburg Today and in Johannesburg, and you're performing this weekend. Totally awesome. So where do I begin? I want to know.
Come to the Delicious Festival. You've got to come.
Everything about you because I grew up loving your music.
Thank you.
And here you are sitting in my studio. So I think let's just start with this weekend. You're performing in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
It's going to be amazing. You have a force of huge British artists coming. Omar, do you remember Omar? Nothing Like This.
Yes.
Soul to Soul. Back to life, back to reality. And Imagination.
Absolutely.
Music and lights, illusion. We're all here. And Alexander O'Neill is coming. And there's a few local artists as well, I think, performing. You've got Black Coffee. Is it Black Coffee? Not Black Coffee. It is Black Coffee.
Is it Black Coffee?
No, it's not black. He's going to kill me.
Well, I'm just coming for you.
Yeah,
Actually,
but we're going to be,
because, I mean,
the whole weekend is going to be food and music, entertainment. It's going to be great. I'm on at 6 o'clock on the Sunday, so I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to have a few guest artists. We're going to have Double HP. Is it Double P? Double HP? Double P? Anyway, you know who he is. He did our song Music and Lights. And a young singer called Nomfusi, who played Miriam Makeba in the Nelson Mandela film. I've done some work on her album. So it's going to be a nice collaboration of UK soul and funk and a few of your local artists together with us.
Sure. So who put together this amazing show?
The Delicious Festival is at DSTV, I believe. They got everyone together. And I'm so grateful to be here because it brings me back to my homeland, because I came here in the 90s, the very first time, and I was with Atlantic Star touring here. We were here for about 4 weeks, and it really was the first time I'd been to Africa, and I felt like I'd come home. My parents are from the Caribbean. It's called St. Lucia, so there's a similarity.
Yeah.
And I was really embraced by the people very strongly. Zinzi Mandela was part of Operation Hunger at the time, and so I helped with Operation Hunger. I went straight into it. We did one of our very first private shows in Soweto.
Okay.
And I remember that it was like a Sunday and all the kids were there and it was a private thing. And then from there we did the big arena in Johannesburg, and that was amazing. So I've had some really good times here. And then I came back to become a patron for SOS Children. That was a few years later. And I went to Cape Town, and they've got a village there in Thornton, near Langa. And we filmed my visit there so people could see exactly what SOS Children does. And I became a patron for the last nearly 15 years.
That's very inspiring.
Yeah, I've been around the world. I've been to Tunisia recently, and just give awareness of kids who need help, who have no families. And in
so you're really digging deep into local communities.
Oh yes, it's very important. I went to Côte d'Ivoire, and I just give more awareness of the charity through being, through the celebrity, as they call it these days.
How tough was it for you to make it as an artist? But you're so talented. It's difficult to imagine that it was tough for you.
Well, I came from a normal background. My parents split up, and one went to America, the other was in London. I spent like about 5 years as a kid in America. When I got back to the UK, I got signed at 14 to a record company, EMI. We had no hits, nothing. But it taught me that I needed to learn more about the industry. So I started to do gigs in pubs and bingo halls and learning my craft. And my sister, who's not with us anymore, was very influential because she was the one that was saying, look, you want to sing, you want to perform, you want to act, you want to do all these things, but you need to make sure that there's money on the table, there's food on the table.
Basics, yeah.
So I would have a day job, I would have a weekend job, I'd gig in the nights, and I was thinking to myself the other day, how did you do it? So I'd finish the job at 6 o'clock, rush and do a show, then do a Saturday job, rush and do a show, but I enjoyed it, and I built up a point where I didn't have to do it anymore before Imagination started, and it was a lot of work. And the work that I do now, even being in the entertainment industry, it's work. And that's how my family grounded me. So even when I went out there and be this superstar, they'd say, well, you know, wash the dishes, you know. My sister would always come in and say, she'd sit there and say, I want a cup of tea. That was it. I thought, oh my God. I've just come from the plane.
So much for superstardom.
Yeah, exactly. I come off the plane, I'm packing my bag, and she says, I want a cup of tea. Make me a cup of tea. that was my memory of her. You know, she'd always be like that, you know.
That's sweet.
And that brings you down, you know. It's like,
Sure.
okay, no
Well,
champagne
there has to be
lifestyle.
balance in life, you know.
You have to. And I think we are in an area of celebrity, which I think, with the reality TV, which has misconceptions to a lot of the youth out there. Because it's about work. It's not just about that 3 minutes you're singing a song on TV looking fantastic and everybody's voting for you like bingo. There's a whole career structure that you have to really put into it, you know, because after that, who's going to see you? You really have to know why you're going into these shows and hoping that something is going to evolve from it. But a lot of them get thrown to the wayside because it's a TV show.
Absolutely.
And I think sometimes reality television has taken, shows the wrong side of things, not the realistic side of things. I love music because I've been doing it as a kid. And I have a lot of fun. And it's about the audiences, not about the record companies, the managements, or the agencies and all that. Because they're the ones that cause the problems, I always feel. And it's about doing what you love and doing it the best way.
What are your impressions of Johannesburg now, today?
It's a big city. It's like going to any big city in Europe. It's like, I thought, my goodness, look, it's built up. It's like, I mean, to Soweto, they had some great village restaurants, I should say. It was a village when I went there. Now it's, you know, 21st century. It's like, where am I, in America? You know, they've adopted a lot of that. But I just hope they don't take away the heart of the country, because, you know, you can have all this new technology and everything, which is great, and we all use it, but always keep a bit of the heart.
Sure. I need like 2 decades to speak to you. But I mean, you've given me these booklets and this amazing new CD. So tell me about your latest album.
Well, my new album, Retropia, with a new single, Do It Right Now. Do It Right Now is like a positive message song, but it's in a very funky way. It's telling us really, you know, it was great back in the day, like you had great times in the 80s and 90s and stuff, but we have to go back to that, use that essence and bring it today. And don't linger about what tomorrow is going to bring, because, and you're worrying, do it now while you can, and do the Lee Rock while you can do it, you know, do it right now. And that's what that's about.
Sure.
But on the album, I've got Louis from Incognito, Mike Lindup from the group Level 42. Don't know if you remember Level 42.
No.
They did if you heard the music, you'd know them.
I probably would.
And we've got real bass, real guitar. And in forming it together, I wanted to have an album where it was very organic. And the music I liked, you know, I'd liked Quincy Jones and The Whispers and Shalimar and groups like that. And of course, my own group. But I wanted it to have a feeling that I could dance to my own music and enjoy it. And that was the whole thing. And also, if there was a ballad that I want to cry to or think about, which I have on the album, one called Hello Goodbye, which is about loss, because it's basically, I call people who have lost somebody the lights in our lives, and the light will always linger, they'll always be there. So Hello Goodbye is about that. And in doing the album, I went through quite a heavy period, because I had 3 main losses in my life. One was my sister, and
sorry about that.
It was very heavy, and then I had to go straight into the album. So it was like I was being tested by the universe and God. So I thought, can I do this? Can I do this? And I came through it. And I feel talking about it helps other people who've had loss. You know, it's my own therapy, in a sense like that, to get through it. Because it was a big thing for my mother losing her daughter, and my best friend who also passed at the same time. And the music on the album is kind of a tribute to them, because it was things that they liked as well.
That's beautiful. Fantastic. It was such a privilege a huge honor
Thank
to
you.
actually have you sitting here in my studio today and
Thank
to
you
have this
very much.
opportunity to talk to you. Thank you
And
so
I
much.
hope to see you on
I
Sunday
will be
at
there
the Delicious
on Sunday.
Festival.
I'm not going to miss this.
And I hope everyone else is going to come to the Delicious.
Anything. Believe me, I won't miss this on Sunday.
It's going to be great, and it's going to be fun, great for the family.
Yeah.
I think it starts at 11:30, so I want to see everybody out there enjoying themselves. Celebrate life and let every moment count.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanyam Kangisa and you are watching Joburg Today.
As always, we love hearing from you, so be a part of the conversation. Like the Facebook page, joburgtoday.tv, and follow the real trend in Joburg on our Twitter account at Joburg Today. Still with the weekend, thousands of enthusiastic gamers and techno geeks will be heading towards the Ticket Pro Dome for South Africa's biggest technological and gadgetry expo, rAge.
The rAge Expo is literally turning 15 years this weekend, and for somebody like me who's never been to the Expo, here with me I have Lynn from rAge Expo. Lynn, just please tell me, what is the rAge Expo all about?
It's a festival of everything fun. I think that kind of encapsulates everything. It's technology that you haven't seen before, virtual reality experiences, it's the latest games, geeky stuff, the geeky stuff. You know, the awesomeness. So cosplay, I mean, there's some amazing kids running around. Makes me feel old.
What can people expect on this weekend? I mean, you're celebrating 15 years, and 15 years of awesomeness. What's different? What's new?
Well, in every meeting that we've had in the run-up to the 15th birthday, I've been demanding to have confetti cannons and indoor fireworks, and I'm hoping I get surprised. I don't know what the team have put in place. No, you know, technology changes each year. I mean, we involved in it, and even we, when the doors open, are just as surprised. You know, last year VR was certainly a big attraction for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. A lot of people had never put a VR headset on, and you know, you put it on and experience that. It's just a mind blow. This year, VR is still a big thing, but you know, PCs are getting smaller and smarter and faster. Sound is getting better. There's so much to it. It's like, I don't know. You have to experience it. It's just every year it's better. What else can I say? It's just. You know, I look at cosplay, for example. Cosplay started off as something like really small part of rAge. And it was really driven by the visitors who just are mad about games and wanted to dress up in their favorite cartoon or game characters, and they drove it. And now it's become such a big part of rAge that we're going to hand over some huge prizes for the best cosplay guys and girls this weekend, and give them their own massive stage. Esports, I don't know if you know what esports is, but there's actually money to be made in playing games. So to all the parents that have stopped their kids from playing games, yeah, I mean, there's millions of rands in cash handed out this weekend to the top gamers.
Hey, Shapagunjani, this is KO, Mr. Cash Time, this kind of God. And right now you're checking out Joburg Today. Let's go.
Well, that's it for today's show, but if you want to know more about what's happening in and around Johannesburg, you need to check out our playlist. From me and the guys behind the scenes, till next time.